So the third thing is about helping Japanese people or giving them something, like a present or doing them a favor or something. For example, a Japanese person comes to your house and you don't know them so well, and you have some strawberry cake, and you're just like, do you want some strawberry cake? And they say no, or they just make some weird face you can't interpret. At this point, it might be that they are doing enryo, which means being humble and not saying what they really want. You can easily understand this if we are going back to the job interview scene or metaphor. Like I had a job interview once, and this manager was being really nice and asked me if I wanted to have some cake, and I said no. And the reason why I said no is because I didn't want to appear greedy and waste his money, and just thought I might make a bad impression if I said yes. I think every one of you can relate to this, and the Japanese are actually thinking a pretty similar thing in this situation. So I do think it depends on the person, but I do think there are subtle differences in the facial expressions and voices, whether they really don't want it or whether they are just being polite and declining it out of politeness. So if they don't want it, they might sound something like いいかな、ありがとう, and that was not really thank you. And if they do want it but are being humble, they might be something like いいよ, like oh no thanks. Yeah, but Japanese people also have difficulties reading this sometimes. You just need to observe the specific person you're dealing with. What you can do is you can offer it several times if it's something that usually people like and that not many people dislike. Or what you also can do is just like if you're offering things to eat to people, is just putting them on the table without asking them. Because, for example, if you ask a Japanese person what he wants to drink, he'll probably choose the one that has least effort to make, or maybe the one that's cheapest. So if you're pretty sure they'd like a coffee because you see them drinking coffee all the time, don't ask them if they want coffee or water or orange juice. Just make a coffee and put it there in front of them and they'll be happy. Or just choose something that most people like and give it to them. Or just ask them several times, because and many Japanese say they actually wanted something that a foreigner offered them, but they didn't want to say yes the first time, and then unluckily the foreigners stopped asking, so they didn't get it although they wanted it. Okay, so some more general advice I have for you at the end of this video is that if you're totally culture shocked and don't get along with people anymore, everyone seems to hate you and you don't know why, you can do something really easy. You could just be shy. Like, remember a shy and insecure person from your high school years or something, and be like this person. Of course, be friendly, smile at people, talk if people speak to you, but don't be outgoing and don't be very self-asserting, and it will instantly improve the relationship to the people around you in most cases. Like, you see a lot of Asian people in your country which either immigrated there or just came there to study, or even were born there and educated by Japanese or whatever Asian parents, which are a bit shyer than the average person in your country, right? And this is not because Asians do have a shy gene in their body or something that forces them to act like this, as many people believe. This is because in many Asian countries you get easier along with people and are perceived as a nicer person if you act a way that seems shy to us Westerners, but not to these Asian people, of course. So there is a reason why people behave like this. So this can be a general rule when you're going to another country. If you see a person behave a certain way and you don't understand it, don't try to re-educate him to be a Western person like some people do, or like, why don't you just do this and why don't you just act this way or something. Usually there's a good reason why the person behaves like this, which you will understand if you understand the culture better. And the people you are dealing with have lived 20 or 30 years, probably get along with people just fine, probably have many friends, so there's nothing wrong with them. And you don't really need to re-educate them or something. If like you can re-educate the whole of Japan or another Asian country. So if someone needs to change, it's you who needs to adapt to them. It's not they who need to change unless they're going to live in the West world. Okay, so I hope this helped some people or you enjoyed it. And yes, I might make some more if I have time. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Yeah, and see you.